Hello, everyone, and welcome into another episode of the Bet on Me podcast. It is Friday, August 5th, 2022, and we're going to talk about that Hall of Fame game last night. And the reason I took the under is because I feel like everybody and their brothers, sisters, cousin who puts money on games took the over because I looked online, everybody was taking the over. Everybody was hammering the over. So I just kind of thought the under would go. I also thought that, you'd see Derek Carr maybe. We didn't. Kind of upset about not seeing him and Devontae Adams. But yeah, it is what it is. It was a decent game. I watched the entire game. I see a lot of people complaining about the brand of football it was, the kind of football it was, being the Hall of Fame game, the first game of the season. It's training camp teams, guys trying to make practice squads. So I enjoyed watching it. I enjoy football. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm excited for preseason football. I'm excited to watch every bit of football. I'm going to take advantage of all of it because, uh, life's short and, want to be a part of everything that you enjoy while it's going on. So we got a lot of MLB tonight. We got some plays going on right now. I put out some picks over on the YouTube site. We've started the free pick videos back up, so you guys can head over there. Links down in the description if you're checking us out anywhere other than YouTube. But over on the YouTube, you can just subscribe and you'll get notified every time we drop one of those videos. We're gonna start doing the pick videos from here until we don't know, but we're gonna keep doing. We did them for a while. We stopped. We're gonna pick them back up. We did it for NHL, I believe, for a while, and now we're gonna do them for MLB and NFL, and probably take that in the NBA season. Just keep rolling with it, see where it goes. Um, Tonight we've got the Washington Nationals at the Philadelphia Phillies. That starts at 7. We got some late games. We have a game going on right now. The Marlins and the Cubs. I got a few bets floating around out there, and if you guys want to get bets on the early games, podcast doesn't come out that early. It comes out around 3. So if you want to get these early games, you're going to follow in the Discord. Links down below in the description. I put out all my bets on there. Or if you can't make to the Discord, you can follow us along on Instagram and Twitter. Always putting out pics and links to all kinds of things that we're doing and getting involved in, and other cappers out there that you might want to follow. Also, don't forget every day we put our straight picks on cappertek. That way we can keep score of the money we're throwing down on stuff. If I put a pick on cappertek, that means I put some money on it. A substantial amount. It's usually a 1 unit play, 1 unit being whatever it is to you, but being pretty big to me. So those are my big plays, the max plays, I guess you could say, and you get those over at cappertek. The link is down below in the description. They have all kinds of tools you can use: game simulator, bet, betting, trend finder. Where that's my favorite one. It gives you the last 10 games, everything, spreads against the spread, straight up, overs and unders, how many times they've went over and under. It's just really good information to have right there in front of you, as opposed to you know, going out here and doing it the old way, like averaging all the K's together. God, that takes so long. Anyway, guys, do that a time or two. Let's look at these games here. Washington Nationals. I believe I have a pick out on that one, a free pick video. I'm pretty sure I got one out on the Braves and the Pirates and the Orioles, I think, is what I have out free pick video wise. So let's go ahead and give out a pick on the show today, and then we're going to hop on over. We're getting ready. We're going to do some shows from the weekend. I know, just throwing a bunch at you here. This seems like a whole podcast full of advertisement for what we're doing here at Bet It All Sports, but we're going to be doing a YouTube show every Saturday night because we're going to have college games coming back on, so we're going to want to talk about what's going on with those, and why not do it right after the games when it's still fresh in our mind and go ahead and get it all out there. So we're going to be doing that. Probably we're going to try to do something live. I'm telling you, we're going to try to do something live. That would be a once a week thing. We're going to try to do it live. That way you guys can interact with us and tell us how terrible the show is. I don't feel so bad about my show anymore after watching the Hall of Fame game. I really don't. It does make you feel better when you watch stuff like that. You're like, this is on TV, and then you realize what else is on TV, and then you're like, oh, that's why I'm watching this. But then, you're watching this if you are. I'm glad you are, but man, bad television sometimes, guys. We'll give you a free pick right here on. You know what? I've kind of sworn myself not to bet on the Detroit Tigers. I haven't been betting on them for a good minute now, after they burned me a couple times. So, I'll give a free pick out today. This right here is courtesy of the cappertek game simulator, guys. I'm gonna go with it because I like this. Everything I'm looking at in the trend finder, and the betting trends over here, and I've even looked at a couple of cappers on the leaderboard over here, and they seem to all agree as well. We're going to take the Rays -1.5 tonight on the point spread. Like I said, using cappertek to get the information, guys, and a couple. I don't now. If it loses, don't blame cappertek because this is my pick as well. Because I'm cycling through everything they have to offer over there, and I'm using all of it, and I'm putting that out there. Because these simulators, they're 8, 7, 8 times out of 10 they get the score right. So there's always that couple times it's not going to happen. So you have to account for that. So just looking at it here, and looking at the trends of the game, which is just we'll go ahead, pull them back up here. That way I can ramble them off to everybody. I mean, Detroit, they got 3 wins, 7 losses in the last 10 games. Tampa Bay's 4-6 in the last 10. But against the spread, Tampa Bay's 4-6, and Detroit's 3-7. So I just think in this one right here against the spread, I think you know Detroit has 2 losses in a row, and Tampa has 2 wins in a row. So I think that you know I think Tampa gets it. Also against the spread is the favorite the last 10 games. Tampa's 5-5, whereas an underdog in the last 10 games for Detroit, they're 3-7 against the spread. So there's a little bit of information on why I'm taking that pick, but we're going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays tonight, -1.5. That is the Bet on Me podcast pick, I guess, is what we're going with. Bet on Me podcast free pick, the Tampa Bay Rays -1.5 against the Detroit Tigers tonight, guys. There you go. Book that. And if you tell it and you win, that's awesome. Let me know. If you tell it and you lose, I'm sorry. Come back. We'll try to get another one tomorrow. You can fuss at me in the comments. And if you just think all my picks are terrible, tell me. I don't, I want to know. Let me know how awful you think the show is if that's how you feel. Bring the trolls on. Bring them all on. I don't care. I've already made one terrible pick. My first NFL pick, it just went straight down, just crashed and burned. It was awful. It was awful, but it's all right. We're gonna get it back. We got more games coming up on the 11th. I'm pretty sure it's the 11th that the games are coming on Thursday. We got a little bit of football, college football. Can't wait for that. So yeah, we'll be talking about that on the show on Saturday nights, and we may even do something on Sunday for the NFL. And then get podcasts throughout the week. So guys, looks like we got some rain coming. It's 88 degrees outside. It's hotter than hell. Let's go get those bets in and let's have a great weekend.